Welcome back to the woods, everyone. Just got back from being away for 2 weeks. While I was gone, the Department of Forestry took us from high fire danger up to extreme fire danger, which I think was justified. It's so dry out here, I don't even want to risk running a chainsaw or equipment that might spark a fire. At least not out in the brush. Instead of doing potential spark creating activities out in the brush, today we're going to load up these Douglas fir rounds that I cut just a few weeks ago. It was a tree that was so crooked it wasn't worth milling, so I just cut them into firewood. I spent a week over on the coast with family, something we do every summer. Then took a week trip to Idaho. That place has grown up since I was last there. With all the urban sprawl around the Boise area, looks like it's going to be another LA in just a few years. Sprawling freeways as far as you can see. People are trying to get away from places like LA, San Francisco, Portland, Seattle. So they go to Idaho and turn it into the same thing that they're trying to get away from. Sorry, Idaho. They say we should sometimes stop to smell the roses. I say forget smelling the roses. I would rather stop and snack on the invasive Himalayan blackberries, which are very tasty, and they just happen to be in the rose family. The plants are obnoxious and invasive, but the fruit sure is good. Okay, back to work. This is one of 4 or 5 wild apple trees on the place. Wild growing, that is. I'm guessing some logger years ago probably threw his apple core out, and this is what happened. One of them produces apples, but this one I've never seen it produce or even blossom. When they sold my grandpa's place, I took some scions off of his apple trees and grafted them to this one. It was a little late in the year. They were already starting to leaf and blossom. They were starting to leaf and blossom. They were already starting to leaf and blossom. I wasn't expecting them to take, but one of them did. That one took. It has one bud that produced this branch. So maybe if I prune it up so that one can get some light, get rid of this Doug fir that's shading it. We'll see if it ever produces. If not on this tree, at least I have this stalk that I can graft maybe to another tree. I believe this one is the Yellow Delicious. We'll see. Yeah, back to work. That's a good enough load for now. I don't want stuff falling off when I go up the hill. We're required to have fire tools on us even when we're just driving around out here. A shovel, a gallon of water, and a 5-pound fire extinguisher, which are up there. We'll haul these over to the splitter and split them right into the trailer. My cousins gave me a bunch of fish, so I'm going to give them some wood. Let's see if we can get this up the hill without these falling off. A lot of times in cases like this, a tailgate is just in the way. But there's an easy solution to that. And that is to just get them out of the way. In a case like this, when you're on a little bit of a slope and there's potential to be pinned between a vehicle and a hard spot, if the vehicle was to move, it's always good to put blocks under the tires. We got about 2/3 to 3/4 of a cord out of that. That's about all the truck would hold without going to extreme measures and doing something like stacking or somehow piling it up high. I'll go back and get the rest to finish this load off, but that's all I'm going to do for today. We're getting to the time of the day where it starts to get hot and the wind kicks up. We're pretty safe here running the splitter here in the road, but I would rather wait and finish this in the morning when things are cooler. And I'll do that off camera because I think you get the idea here. I'm already stretching for content here a little bit, having you watch me split and load a load of wood again. But with the fire danger shut down, that's what I have. It's been over 3 weeks since I've done any milling, but so far I've only experienced some minor sawmill withdrawal symptoms. I just went cold turkey on it. So far I'm doing okay, but I'm not sure I'll be able to last more than a couple months before I go into relapse and have to start doing some milling again. We'll just see how it goes. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video. It was a little late in the year. They were already starting to leaf and blossom. Blossom? They were starting to leaf and blossom. We We're required to have fire tools on us, and I'll do that off camera. I think we're getting a little, I'm already stretching for content here a little bit, having you watch me load a load.